Okay, so this is round four of the Format Library Championship 1. I'm coming off of a loss to Danklaw, so I'm 2-1. I really need to string off a couple wins in a row if I want to make the top cut. So I'm playing Celsius. I don't know this guy, so I don't know what he's playing. He wins the RPS, opens pot, and T sets to pass. Not a great spot, although I do have Nobleman of Crossout. And now my hand's considerably better, having topped Scapegoat to combo with my meta. So that Scapegoat is something I really want to resolve. I think that I'm going to have to set it in a manner that makes it hard for him to end phase dust. It appears he is playing Goat Control because he set Merchant turn 1 and removed 2. Okay, I just didn't play around end phase dust. I set Scapegoat. Maybe I guess I was thinking he had a full hand with Pot of Greed. He probably set Book behind Merchant. He set Saku. Azura walks into Saku. That's fine. Azura is soaking up a trap. That's one less trap he'll have when I bring out Air Knight eventually. Next card is Sook. It's pretty good. I think now I'll set Dust Tornado to clear a path going forward for my Scapegoat plus meta play. At this time, he's not setting more spells and traps. So I end phase Dust and I end phase Scapegoat. I don't know if I really had to end phase Dust, but what that does play around is Ring of Destruction. I wouldn't really care if his Book of Moon had resolved to negate Thousand Eyes, because I could just tribute for Air Knight. And he set Sinister Serpent. That stinks. That was a good bait there by him. So I tribute the Thousand Eyes for Air Knight right away. I just want to get it out and get in a hit. He already used a trap, and he's committing very little cards to the field. So I set a Dust Tornado behind Air Knight as well. Then I drew BLS off Air Knight. So my BLS is already set up. And I can back it up with a Dust at the moment. But he still has quite a few cards. He's got 7 plus the Sinister Serpent to my 4 plus tokens. And now he activates Duo. So yeah, this game's not looking good right now. He's used 2 pieces of Trinity. I've used none. I have to keep BLS here. Sook's obviously not as good as BLS. So this Thousand Eyes, it's a little slow right now. I kind of expect him to have Tsukuyomi in hand, having seen 13 cards. So I think it's going to just pick off my tokens, which is something I don't really want, because I have 2 meta left in deck, and they're soaking up damage. I think this is the appropriate time to bring out BLS. He has no live Chaos monsters, He has the potential to have a bunch of other dead cards like Premature and Call of the Haunted. He's got the potential to have an Air Knight in hand. He hasn't had an opportunity this game to tribute summon Air Knight yet. So yeah, I'm going to go for BLS. He's priority to banish Thousand Eyes. And I will set Morphing Jar, I think. Yeah, there's like no real reason to play around something like Torrential Tribute when I'm down like 2 or 3 cards. Okay, he makes a very strange play. He plays End Phase Ring of Destruction on BLS. There's like no reason for him to do that right away. Okay, he tops, I guess, Nobleman a Crossout and gets excited and activates it on Morphing Jar for getting his Sinister Serpent. Setting a monster, which I now know is not Sinister Serpent. And there we go. I top deck Metamorphosis. I think that I have to play it here. He's used 1 ring and 1 book. So I don't think I need to play Dust Tornado to take this monster. There's a higher chance that his set is GOAT than his final copy of Book of Moon. I'm assuming he's playing a normal GOAT control list with 2 Book of Moon. So the meta succeeds. Get something. We know it's real because he left his Serpent in the graveyard. So let's see if I can hold off on his aggression with this Thousand Eyes. So I draw, so he passes after retrieving Serpent. It's perfect for me. I draw Graceful. I'm just going to pass. I don't need to pick the best card out of my top 3 just yet. Not in any kind of trouble. He sets a new card, I End Phase Dust. Yeah, that looked like an out to Thousand Eyes Restrict. So, I top Air Knight. Yeah, now is an okay time to Graceful, I think. Because that Air Knight is a good discard. No, this is tricky. My cards are Air Knight, Call, Delinquent Duo, Ring of Destruction. His life points are only 2,100. So, Ring of Destruction looks good to me. As does Air Knight, really. And I can either... Well, Call of the Haunted looks pretty good too. I think I definitely want to discard Delinquent Duo because it doesn't do damage. All I care about right now is doing damage. I'm going to try to steal this game. Yeah. So one thing I can do is since I have oh no, I don't have Dust set. Yeah, I'm just trying to end this game as quick as I can. So I'm just gonna go for Air Knight. I already took away a trap, 2 traps really. He does have Mirror Force though, and now we'll set Ring. That was a little rough, but I think the more complicated the game state gets here, I think the harder it's going to be to deal 2,100 damage to him. So he did have Air Knight in hand, like I kind of predicted. This was his first chance to summon it. He tributes Sinister Serpent, and I'll activate Ring, putting him in very dangerous territory of 200 life points. So I top Nobleman. No reason to set it here, since he has not used any spell and trap removal all game. And I guess that means he didn't have it the previous turn. If he had Storm or MST, I think he would play that for the Air Knight hit. Okay, I top pot. So now the Trinity is basically totally evened out, although I've drawn all three. I discarded Duo though. So I play Knock first because I want to. I'd prefer not to draw Magician of Faith because if I draw a monster, I want to summon it and attack directly. I don't want to just summon Magician of Faith and attack straight into Scapegoat. So now I'll play Pot of Greed. He plays Dark Mimic. Looks like he plays one copy. Alright, and I top Storm plus Serpent. Pretty lucky. I'll activate Storm to clear a path for a Serpent. If it's any kind of trap. If it's Goat, that sucks, but I just need to be aggressive, I think. I'm down so much on advantage. It was Call, so that Storm Serpent combo won me the game. Really stole a game there that I had no business winning. Did something I normally don't really do, which is get aggressive. I just thought the situation kind of called for me doing something like that. I think the one big debatable play is whether I should have held Air Knight or held Call of the Haunted. I ended up holding Air Knight, tributing my Thousand Eyes, going kind of minus into a Mirror Force. But at the same time, I feel like just being more aggressive there was good. I think it was a little unfortunate that he had Mirror Force. Since I had already worked through two traps, being a Saku and a Ring. Okay, so he starts his turn setting a spell trap, and now I pass my first turn because I have nothing. His second turn, it looks like he tops a monster. This is a pretty awkward hand too. What I can do is try to set Magician of Faith. Okay, so I end up playing Heavy Storm. I think my logic there is that I'd rather save MST to protect Air Knight. And I'm getting Heavy Storm in the graveyard to give my Magician of Faith a real target. And I was kind of reading that he had Scapegoat. I think I wanted him to play Scapegoat in this situation. Really slow the game down. I am totally goat locked. He's totally goat locked right now. So I'll set Faith and book and pass. Oh wow, super aggressive. I'm setting Sakuretsu too. I guess I'm protecting from the play where he can go meta, and if I book the meta, he can tribute for Air Knight, and I would want to Sakuretsu the Air Knight. Yeah, I feel like kind of not great about my position. I'd rather be aggressive and risk Heavy Storm. I don't care. He has Nobleman for my Magician of Faith. He only banishes one, suggesting he has one in his hand. He flips Dark Mimic, and my eyes kind of light up. This is a great opportunity to just go into the draw-go game state. I'm going to take 100 every turn, but this is going to take 80 turns to kill me. I just keep drawing and not doing anything. I'm going to force him to make a bad play to ungoat lock himself. My decisions are going to get a little harder as I get more cards. Now I'm at the 6 card in hand limit. So I either have to risk Heavy Storm or discard real cards. And I'm still really playing the advantage game. I know he plays Goat Control. I know eventually he'll be able to tribute Dark Mimic for Air Knight Parsheth. And I'll have to activate a Sakuretsu. That's going to kind of break the game open into a different state. So I think I'm going to go the route of setting MST here instead of discarding Air Knight, only because there's a chance I can tribute summon this Air Knight. I'm not going to give up on the advantage game yet. Now I top Scapegoat. That's a good card to top in this situation. I will definitely set that and pass. So yeah, he keeps setting a back row behind this Mimic Goat Lock. I'm kind of hoping he's gonna make a mistake here, and he doesn't have a lot of experience being Goat Locked and getting out of it. Maybe he'll set a spell trap and lock himself out of spell traps. So he discards Snatch Steal. That's a big win for me. I will take that all day as I'm sitting here with an Air Knight Parsheth in hand and hoping to eventually summon it. So yeah, whenever he breaks this board, I'm going to have the opportunity to do to go up on the advantage game. As long as he doesn't use Heavy Storm to break the board. Alright, he sets a 5th spell or trap. I could have played MST on it, but I'm just being really passive here. I want to force him to break the board so I can respond with good plays. So I set DD Warrior Lady. It's a really good wall in this situation. He goes for 1,000 Eyes Restrict. I think that I'm going to let him do that because that 1,000 Eyes is continuing to lock up the field. Even though I'm losing the DD, now he just can't attack with anything. He's going to have to tribute the 1,000 Eyes or do something really bad like spend Torrential Tribute. And now my DD Warrior Lady is counting as a spell and trap for him too, making it even harder for him to commit cards to the field. So I top Merchant. I'll set Merchant in that situation, knowing he can't summon Sook next to 1,000 Eyes. He tributes 1,000 Eyes for Air Knight. Tries to attack the Merchant. I think it is an obvious play. I'll just Sakuretsu the Air Knight. It's good value with Sakuretsu. Okay, main phase 2, he tries to summon Tsukuyomi, and me being out of it, and I'm not realizing this is a double summon. He tries to activate Knock too. I'm thinking about whether I want to play Ring of Destruction on this Dark Mimic. It would be removing a flip effect monster, putting him in an awkward position where the Tsukuyomi is not helping. As I'm thinking about this, I flip Ring, which is a mistake. I eventually realize that this guy double summoned. I'm looking at his graveyard, I'm like, Air Knight, that just came out this turn. I just played Sakuretsu. You can't double summon. So, yeah, I'm going to take back the Ring because you can't double summon. That's cheating. So I set Knock just to put Ring back in the proper place. So he'll just end with setting a 5th spell or trap. To me, that looks like it could be Book of Moon. It might be worth using M-Phase MST on it, which would be nice, because then it sets up my Merchant to be able to attack the Dark Mimic and not have the Dark Mimic get booked. I would like to clear the Dark Mimic. Okay, it was called the Haunted. That was an incorrect read. There's probably a book somewhere else on the field. So I top pot agreed. Now I feel good about being able to potentially win the advantage game here. I just have to work through his cards, but I am, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 in hand, 3 on the field. So I have 11, and he has 10 plus tokens. I did fall behind on advantage early in the game by playing Heavy Storm on a Scapegoat. I let him resolve a TER. But my hand is really, really good. I can convert this pot of greed to 2 cards whenever I want. Obviously now is not a good time, because I have 8 in hand. So we'll try to attack the Dark Mimic, see if he tries to book. If he does, it's probably a good opportunity to play Ring. The Merchant attack goes through. Pretty crazy. He'll lose 100 life points. I'm still only at 73, even though I took 7 attacks from a Dark Mimic. Okay, so the attack went through. That means I'm going to have to set some cards to avoid discarding. I think one card I want to set is actually Pot of... No, yeah, Meta's a pretty good set because I can play Goat and then Meta, and I have another Meta in hand. Yeah, I have to think about this. Double Meta, I set double Meta. That's pretty good, I think. Neither card is like that bad to lose. Oh, and so he plays End Phase MST on my Ring of Destruction, which I think it's pretty freaking lame. He only got to see the ring because he cheated the previous turn, trying to double summon me. I'm just mad because I really wanted to have that ring. And coming off of the loss to Danklaw, I'm just in a bad mood. Yeah, so I'm letting him have it in the chat. I'm probably going a little over the top with this. So I'm sorry, Celsius. Yeah, so now he brings out Breaker. I wish I had Ring. It's crazy. So I think I have to book. Ooh, I end up not using book and letting the meta die. I don't think that's a great play. And then I have to let the merchant die too. So I'm just saving this book for my DLS, I guess. I don't know. I'm on like tilt and just think that's a bad decision, I guess. Now I'll activate pot. Pretty convinced I'm going to use a normal summon this turn. There we go. Breaker. I think it's a pretty good time to Breaker. Hope it just sucks up a Book of Moon. There we go. And risk Heavy Storm. I don't think he has it based on how he's been setting. Sets a monster before attacking Breaker for no reason. Yeah, I'll Saku the breaker there, protect my breaker, which is like a big floater. It'll let me tribute Aeronate for free. Haven't worked it through any real traps yet, which is a bit of a concern. He's worked through a bunch of mine. I'm probably going to play knock on this set monster. It's a good opportunity to knock. This Azura, I'm thinking, is a good opportunity to draw out a trap. There we go. We got Mirror Force, clearing the path for the Air Knight in the future. We'll flip up the breaker and play Nobleman of Crossout main phase 2. I think if that Azura had connected, I probably would have attacked the set monster and saved Nobleman. Ended up being a Doikoichi. Oh, that's funny. I left the breaker down. I guess it's just playing around Tsukuyomi, which I do know he has. So sets a monster. If I'm concerned about that monster, I can play Blackluster Soldier. I'm going to try to attack a token with this Aeronate, see if he has another trap. He has Book, which is not actually that good on the Aeronate. Now main phase 2, I can definitely play BLS here. End my turn feeling pretty good. I have a Book behind the BLS. Ooh, he has Torrential. Okay. It's pretty good for him. It was Magician of Faith, so that's fine. Prevented a Magician from resolving. Now I'll just end my turn. Hope he doesn't top Heavy Storm. Azura, that kind of stinks too. I might book it. No, I'll just take the damage. It looks like he does not have Heavy Storm. He would have activated it before summoning Azura, I believe. So let's get aggressive. Not care about committing another card to the field in my spell trap zone. So I'll take back Aeronate. Just seems better in this situation than Blackluster Soldier. Ask him to deal with this Aeronate without Heavy Storm. I think he's going to struggle. It's behind there's a Book behind it. He doesn't have any spells and traps. He can't like end phase Goat. Oh wow, he top decked Heavy Storm. That's really brutal. Yeah, book the Aeronate to save it. Force him to summon Azura and attack the Aeronate. Man, I lost Goat and meta too. That's really terrible. If he topped the Storm, which I think he did, I'll have to check the replay again. But I think that it's a good play to risk Storm every turn if I know he doesn't have it. Because I was just building something that was impossible for him to break through unless he had Heavy Storm. So I basically would have won the game as long as he didn't have Heavy Storm. And the chances that he was going to draw Heavy Storm were quite low. So now he has a Premature for an Aeronite and Azura just for some damage. That's good. At least he isn't establishing more field presence. But I am now at 1200. As long as I hold the Snatch from his duo, I'm good to go. Of course, he hits it. That's just the way this game is going for me. So, okay, I discard Tribe and hold Duo. I think that My logic there is Tribe on its own is not a good card. Sure, it can kill Airnet, but only if I discarded the Mirror Force I was holding or a card I top deck. So I think that, now that Storm is gone, I'm just going to commit back row. I'm just going to play all my cards. He has Sinister Serpent, I think. Wait. Oh no, he hasn't shown Sinister Serpent this game. So 60% chance he has it. I think it's worth the risk with Duo. I already used Premature. I have, the difference between 1200 and 200 is not really that high in the state of the game. Yeah, so no Serpent. I hit Tribe and Tsukuyomi. So he has Azura and Mystery card. I will set Mirror Force and Dust Tornado. Hopefully he'll just attack with this Air Knight, or he'll summon Azura. Okay, he attacks, and let's just use Dust Tornado on Premature. That'll stop Air Knight and save the Mirror Force for the Azura. He sets a Spell Trap. Yeah, not looking too good. Top deck Air Knight, that's really bad. That Heavy Storm killed me. And the follow-up was Snatch Steal on Delinquent Duo hitting Snatch Steal. If I had been able to snatch that Air Knight, I think I would have been in a good position as well. As he has already used Mirror Force, Breaker. Sorry, he already used MST, Breaker, and Heavy Storm. So holding that Snatch would have been good. So I mirrored the Azura. He's setting more cards. I top Sook, another terrible top. I think I have to set Sook. Top Jar. I think I'd rather set Jar here. I have the potential to win on deck out. He has 9, I have 11, so let's just go with that. That's probably the best chance to win. Okay, Air Knight, he wins with any attack on any monster, so I'm going to scoop. Still salty about the double summon. Plus MST on Ring. So one thing I think I kind of have to get better at, I'm not always, it's hard to concentrate on your own game if your opponent is making illegal moves, and to catch those illegal moves. So I start with Pot Duo. I'm just firing away. With Duo, I don't think my hand's particularly good. Aside, I did draw the Pot and Duo, but the rest of the hand is Air Knight, Tribe, BLS. That kind of stinks. So I'll set Azura just to bait knock, set it by itself. I'm hoping he won't attack with like DD Warrior Lady. Okay, so I baited out Meta on Faith. That's pretty good for me too. He's going to go... he's going to give up 2 cards just to get my 1 Azura. If I can kill this Thousand Eyes for free, that'll end up being really good. I think in this situation, I can set Faith and Book. And if he tries to play Sook, I have Book for the Thousand Eyes. Alright, so he's just going full aggro mode. Tributes Thousand Eyes for Air Knight. I will Book. He already has a couple lights in the graveyard, so there's no reason for me to like banish that Air Knight. I can try to kill it in battle. But I get to just resolve Magician of Faith here. That's amazing. Pot of Greed, yeah, seems like the best choice. It's the automatic +1. I'm just going to win this on pure advantage and play it safe. Here, I think I tribute Air Knight and try to attack. Go for the big play, the plus play. And he does not have a trap to protect Air Knight. Amazing. Big advantage swing for me. Let's see. So the only way I'm losing this game now is some kind of BLS OTK combination. So probably want to just set Torrential. I think it's a safe play. Could set call as well. Yeah, I think I'd set Torrential Call if I were playing right now. Let's see what I do. Just because there's like very little downside. If he has Heavy Storm, it's whatever. I still have a bunch of outs in my hand. This way, Torrential kind of ensures he can't kill me without having Heavy Storm. And then Call is like insurance to bring back Air Knight if he does top a trap and just keep the pressure on and like seal the game basically. So I think it's worth the risk here. He already sort of showed that he's not, oh wow, okay, I'm just being absurdly conservative, discarding Sinister Serpent, not even committing Torrential to the field. Don't really like this. I'd prefer to risk Heavy Storm. He just summoned an Air Knight without activating Heavy Storm. He summoned it into a Book of Moon. So the prediction should be that he does not have spell and trap removal in his hand right now. Therefore, every turn it's going to take him, it's going to be like a 3% chance he'll top Heavy Storm. So it's worth the risk. I should have just set Call and Torrential. Alright, so now he gets to bring back Air Knight. If he has Tsukuyomi, that actually is a good play for him. Okay, he has Meta. Yeah, I'd still like to have Torrential here. If I were to have Torrential, playing Torrential on this Dark Balter would be good. I could then call back the Air Knight as well. So he'll just basically make the 1-for-1 trade, and he's committing all his stuff to the field. I do like that he's using his cards here. The fewer cards he has, the less chance there is he'll OTK me. Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get value with Tribe. So I'll use Tribe to kill Balter and attack direct. Now we'll set a bunch of back row. No reason not to. Set it all. Please set it all. Oh, we didn't set call. Oh, that's okay, because we can end phase dust and set call off the dust. So let's end phase dust the new one. And set call. There we go. Get back Serpent, attack, see what he does. We can't go into BLS yet, we don't have a dark. He takes the 16, call Air Knight. He has MST for call. That's okay. Now let's set Sakuratsu behind Tribe. Just to protect from like a top deck Tsukuyomi or something. Okay, great. He tops a spell trap. This floating Tribe is going to keep poking him. Yeah, I'd just poke. No reason to summon DD Warrior Lady. We can think about setting it to build a stronger field. Yeah, that's fine. He's in top deck mode, so. Summon Sangan. Okay, he does not have Torrential. If he had Torrential, he would have played it. Sangan runs right into DD Warrior Lady. That's great. I'll banish and do 600 damage. Tribe is going to poke. Keep asking him to answer this Tribe. He keeps failing to do so. He's now at 500. Yeah, setting Serpent is fine. Let's build a strong board that does not lose to Blackluster Soldier. Okay, he sets a new spell trap. Let's just attack direct. Okay, he was holding Mirror Force the whole time. The new spell trap. I think just passing here is the play. Yeah, keep MST in hand. New spell trap could be Scapegoat. Or anything, but I'm thinking Scapegoat, maybe no, not Torrential. Probably Scapegoat. It was Ring. Okay, interesting. So I used MST, hit the Ring. Now BLS comes out. Oh yeah, I think I did that because even if it was Scapegoat, I flip summon Sinister Serpent and activate Torrential and then summon BLS. Oh, I actually still don't have a Dark. But I can force a Dark into my graveyard right here. The play is I activate Meta on Serpent, and then I activate Torrential on Thousand Eyes to dump a Dark into the graveyard, and here we go. We now have game. Yeah, so even if he had Scapegoat, I could Meta my Serpent, bring out Thousand Eyes, trigger Torrential, remove the Light and Dark, summon BLS. That's why I played MST. Okay, good game, Celsius. Sorry about the salts from game 2.